What's happening, everybody? Gilroy here with bringing you my review of the game SSX. This is the one that came out in 2012 for not the original ones. This is, the new one for the next-gen consoles, or the, I guess, current-gen consoles. But, so this is not for the original SSXs. This is for the brand new one. I strung together a couple of drops back to back so you can both see the game, what it's like, and you can hear about what it's like. So overall, this game is pretty good. It's got a lot of good, but does have some stuff that really disappoints me. As you can see right here, they still kept all the crazy tricks, the gravity defying, that could never happen in real life, tricks, flips, spins, and grabs that make SSX SSX. So that is very, very great. And on drops like this right here, the game feels just like I remember it in all awesomeness. You've got rails to grind on. You can do a triple backflip just off the ground. You enter tricky mode, and the tricky soundtrack starts up. They did add in something called reverse, which is where if you mess up a trick like I just did, you can reverse, and you can kind of land it. Now, if you're on a combo, it takes away your combo, and no matter what it is, takes away points from you. So it's kind of fair. And if you do it in a race, the other players keep going. So, you don't get to, improve your time at all. You actually deprove it. You make it worse. And it also allows you to place geotags, which are something in the multiplayer aspect, which I will get to in a bit. So they did that. That's great. That still feels like SSX, but that's what they did good. Now what they did bad, what I'm gonna talk about next, is they added in a new new element, survival. So now they even have runs where originally it was just trick it runs or race it runs. One or the other. You can either try to get down the mountain first and win, or have the biggest score and win. Now there's one where you just have to try to survive. And they added in a realism element to it, where some of these survival elements are, there's so many trees that if you hit enough of them, you die. Or there's huge, huge drops that go into nowhere, ice caverns that you can fall in the cracks of the earth, and die. Or you're up so high that the oxygen gets really thin, you have to keep breathing out from your oxygen tank or else you black out and die. Or you have to use a wingsuit because the gaps are too big and you can't make them on their own jump, and if you fall, you die. That added an element of realism that may have been fun if this was Shaun White snowboarding too, but it's not, it's SSX. And all I want is to freaking go God mode on the air and never have to hit the ground and just keep doing flips and twists until, I have to get up and go poo. Because, let's face it, all of our bowels work. So that was a real bummer to me. And even if you're not on one of those races, you can even go to a trick it or a race it, and they'll still have those survival elements where you have to have a wingsuit because the gaps are too big. I was excited about having wingsuits. I thought that was gonna be really fun until I realized that you had to have it because the gaps were too big. So you go off a jump trying to, a big jump trying to get some tricks, and then you find out, oh wait, no, I have to wingsuit this. I can't do any tricks just to make it over. Or you want to have a fun run, but you're too busy trying to, constantly keep up with your breathing, and you have to press a button to breathe through your oxygen. So you're so worried about, breathing through your oxygen, you don't actually get to do your tricks and, use your boost, that kind of stuff. So it really ruined that aspect of the game for me. Basically what you have to do is you have to search for runs like these ones that I have here that don't have those elements in them, and that's actually pretty tough to find. So I'm disappointed in that. I'm hoping that if they come out with any DLC for it, that what they'll do is they'll make them non-survival elements. Now, that's what they did wrong. Now, what else they did right was actually their multiplayer system, for the most part. What they didn't do is they didn't add an actual where you can just invite a friend and race right against them or trick right against them. They did not do that, and they did not put in a split screen mode, which is kind of crap because that's the thing that I was looking forward to the most. Was me and my friends grew up on this game, so I was looking forward to split screening it with them. But also, if you got a friend over Xbox Live or the PlayStation Network, you can't just invite them to a race. What it is though is that every run that you do is uploaded to a server, and it's done in what's called a little ghost run. So there's a little transparent hologram of you going down the run, so you can see actually where all of your friends are. And even if you're on some of the global event ones, which is where you race to try to earn credits, you can see where the first places are and your personal best and that kind of stuff. So you're always racing against something, as well as preset scores by the AIs and stuff like that. So that's not a problem. It's just that aspect of that. But overall, the multiplayer is really cool. They give you, the option to set geotags, which I told you about before, which is basically like a treasure hunt. If you find them, you earn credits, and if you set one, the longer somebody goes without finding it, the longer it stays up, the more credits you earn. There's the global events, which is where you got to pay a little bit of a drop cost to get in, but then the better you do, the more credits you win back. So it's kind of like a gamble, but if you do well, you get a lot of credits back. And then at all times, you're always racing against every single SSX player across your platform. So every single SSX player on the PlayStation Network or on Xbox Live. So that's really cool. So they did a lot of good, but they also kind of ruined a lot for me. So that's my review of SSX. If that sounds like something you'd like, go pick it up. But if you were really just looking for the nostalgic, God-defying stunts, maybe it's not for you. I hope this helped, and y'all have a good day.